This is something that came across my purview. Where'd it go? All right. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but apparently some people were running license fraud, like driver's license fraud in Kentucky. And a woman was a whistleblower and started talking about it, started telling people that this is happening, and her job fires her. Let's see. See my screen? Okay. Put us down there.
Someone who blew the whistle in deep red. You would think someone who blew the whistle in deep red Kentucky would be rewarded for identifying a scam that allowed illegals to get driver's licenses, forged documents, and cash bribes.
It's really dangerous. But according to a Louisville DMV employee, she didn't get praised at all. In fact, she got fired from her job. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Matera has the details for us this morning.
I want to clear my name. And I want my job back.
At a Louisville DMV, the place meant to vet safe and legal drivers, some clerks were instead allegedly making money in a dangerous side hustle.
Undocumented workers would come in to the office. They would be bypassed without even taking a permit test or taking a drug test. They would then be paid under the table. They would be paid $200 a person.
Melissa Mormon, a 3-year employee working at the NIA Center branch, says illegals would walk in with fake birth certificates, social security cards, and utility bills. 2 co-workers, according to Mormon, would then give them the fast pass treatment. No lines, no tests, just licenses for cash.
My ID was being used in order to pin me into this game.
Her whistleblower letter, dated October 29, 2024, warned management that her employee credentials were being used, even when she wasn't at work. Investigators later said that her ID popped up in more than 2,000 shady transactions.
They actually took my phone and looked through all my messages. They looked through my Cash App. They looked through my Zelle, just to prove they know I didn't wasn't involved in any of this business picture.
Mormon says she turned over everything to clear her name, but after getting grilled 3 times in just one day, she was fired over the phone.
I want to clear my name. I want to let people know out there that I wasn't involved in any type of legal activity.
Her attorney, Gary Adams, calls it textbook retaliation for exposing fraud and abuse of authority, and he's suing under Kentucky's Whistleblower Act.
As soon as she tells them everything she knows, she gives them everything she can to exonerate herself, she gets fired.
But instead of clearing her name, Melissa Mormon says she got branded the culprit.
Why was this pinned on me for something that I didn't do?
Mark Charlo, we did reach out to the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet to respond to these serious allegations, and they did acknowledge that there were at least 1,900 what they called irregularities, and those licenses were revoked, but they did push back on Mormon's claims. They said that she was a temporary employee and that they're flatly denying her allegations. They wouldn't elaborate any further, saying that this was an open criminal investigation involving various state and federal agencies.
I like the phrase irregularities. 1,900 of them.
Yeah, not good, especially if you're driving through Kentucky anytime soon.
Maybe that explains our EarthCam problem.
Yes.
All right, Jason Matera, thank you.
Newsmax.
All right. What's with that?
Nah, sometimes, man, you got to mind your own business, man. Just mind your own and just do your job.
You know what, though? If you could Google real quick, and I'm not sure if we talked about it last week, but if you all are familiar with the, it was a truck driver who did an illegal U-turn on the Florida Turnpike, I-95, I believe, causing, might not be I-95, but he did an illegal U-turn, right? Did an illegal U-turn, killing 3 people, resulting in the deaths of 3 people, right? Spaces, can you pull up the video if you can? But if you can't, the whole thing is this guy, number one, he's illegal. Number 2, he got his license was actually issued out in Washington State. And then I think the state of California issued him a temporary, or something like a temporary CDL as well. So he didn't, I guess when he went through a wait station, because all these things are being recorded, they didn't check his documentation as far as that. They didn't give him an English proficiency test. either. So not only is this guy out here riding with basically a bogus CDL, he doesn't even know how to speak the language, right? So we have a lot of illegals or people in general who aren't passing the proper tests, who aren't going through the proper channels in order to get a license. And they're causing a lot of people to die out here. Now, I get it. Americans kill people as well on the roads. However, right, they go through the channels as far as going to get their license. So it looks even worse, or especially when we're having an immigration problem. And then people can point to see these people are over here doing X, Y, and Z. You know, they're going through and I'm not sure Spaces, if you were around at the time, but Melrose Park, the Illinois DMV, Melrose Park, they used to give out trucking. They used to do the tests for trucking CDLs, right? And they also were a part of a scandal where a person got killed, and it showed that they got their CDL from Melrose Park. This was probably some 20, 25 years ago. But so this is a consistent thing. I personally know people that work for the DMV, and to me, what they would basically say is just a way for the state really to make money. It's all revenue, right? So they really don't care, even like when it comes to just basic driving. I'm talking about regular Americans, right? Even when it comes to basic driving, a lot of people don't know how to do certain things. They don't know how to read the road and so on and so forth. Like America has some of the worst drivers in the world. But not to go off on a tangent, I just wanted you to play that other video of this trucking guy and look at his reaction too.
Video circulating online shows the shocking view from inside a semi as a minivan slams into the trailer and wedges underneath. Troopers say that driver, 28-year-old Harjinder Singh, had just made an illegal U-turn, cutting across the Florida Turnpike in Fort Pierce last Tuesday. The move left his big rig blocking all northbound lanes. The minivan had no time to brake. All three people inside from Broward and Miami-Dade counties were killed. Singh is now charged with 3 counts of vehicular homicide. He's being held in the St. Lucie County Jail with an ICE detainer, meaning he'll be deported after his criminal case. Federal records show Singh entered the U.S. illegally through the southern border in 2018. Records also show he got his commercial license in California. Under a law called AB 60, passed in 2013, undocumented immigrants can apply for driver's license, even commercial ones. The state argues it's safer to have everyone licensed, tested, and insured. Florida's highway safety director called Singh's actions, quote, shocking and criminal. And longtime trucker Grant Maxey says industry standards need a closer look.
It's been a big problem in the last 5 to 8 years with it. It really is. There's a lot more people that are holding CDLs that cannot speak or read English.
The Department of Homeland Security told CBS 12 News it filed the detainer to keep Singh in custody, blaming California's leadership and licensing policy for putting him behind the wheel in the first place.
Oh yeah, he got his license he got a temporary license from California, but he got the initial license from the state of Washington. Mm-hmm. So if you look at the guy's face when he after the vehicle impacted into the trailer, he didn't have any like, oh shit, look what I did. You know what I mean? He didn't have any remorse, nothing. He backs the trailer up and whatever. And this isn't this guy's actually first incident, right? He had an incident probably within the past 10 years where he now trucks weigh upwards of 80,000 pounds when full. And he went over a bridge that was only meant for 6 tons. Okay. So you got a 40-ton vehicle and you took it over a bridge that was only meant for 6 tons. And you ended up, trucking the water. I mean, this is what I don't know. Maybe some hands is being, rubbed in the back or whatever. Somebody's getting paid. And definitely somebody's getting paid for this shit. Mic check. Safe.
Changed it. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Be humble with you.
I think they need to do some policy changes. Like if a person gets these people get a license, they got to wait so long before they can be eligible for like a CDL or something like that. Because, man, I didn't know all this was going on. This is something new to me that, I just found out about. But I think they need to change some of these rules and policies they got going. I understand they want to get people out there working, but there's other jobs that can be done.
What do you think about his reaction to the collision?
It was obvious like he could have cared less about the person that just ran at him.
He had that niggas that everyday beat. He had that niggas that everyday beat things, like, for real. Like, they do this in my home country. They die,
Wait, people in America die too?
Right. So,
yeah, when it comes to, because we actually had a conversation about this.
Was that car speeding?
Well, we don't know. We don't know. But anytime you take the U-turn, no U-turn sign on the expressway, like, that's only for emergency vehicles only. So if there's a collision after that, that could be upwards of a felony for anybody. So, and it's the expressway or highway or whatever. So, speed limits is going to be like 70, 60, at least 65 to 75 miles an hour. The people very well could have been on their phone. But judging from how he turned the vehicle, like, it kind of looks like, you wouldn't have any time to stop anywhere.
Yeah,
because he started making his left, what looked like a left turn from the right lane.
Yeah.
So, and then it wasn't looking like when you making a U-turn or when you're trying to get it, any period, you look to see if somebody's around you.
Yeah.
Period. Regardless of what kind of vehicle you drive.
Yeah.
You look. To me, hold on, let me pull the video back up, because it looked like he barely gave any reference to his surroundings.
And it's an ego thing as well, right? How difficult is it to, I missed my exit. Let me go down, even if it's 5 fucking miles down. Let me go down. I'm driving an 80,000, pound vehicle. Let me go down to the next exit and turn around down there. It is what it is. It's not gonna. You're not wasting that much fuel. The shits don't get too good of a fuel mileage anyway. It's like 6 miles a gallon, right? So dude, just go down there, waste another gallon of fuel, and save some lives. And that goes even for the regular motorists out here on the street. I get so many people that cut me off, or you're supposed to be in a lane, and I'm talking about traffic is flowing, right? So it's not like it's backed up full of traffic. Traffic's moving. It's like fairly light traffic, and you hop from the far left lane to make an exit. You're a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? Spaces, you smoking weed?
No.
What is going on?
His computer on fire.
It's my incense.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what the fuck. I blinked and it was like coming out. Oh, wait, you smoking weed?
No, man. Yeah, we had a conversation a while ago about I forget what state it was, but they're cracking down on making it a requirement. Let me move this. A requirement for people to be able to read and write English before they can get their license.
Yeah.
And people were arguing, Americans were arguing against that. These people need to work. They need the money. We need, and even businesses that need the employees. They were saying, yeah, it's gonna be more difficult to find employees, or that's gonna hurt my business because now my employee has to go take this literacy test, and if they don't pass, then whatever. Then companies were saying, one of the things, they didn't say this, but it's implied to me. They don't want to pay American wages.
Mm-hmm.
They want to capitalize on cheap labor. Because if you're a truck driver, on average, from what I've seen, your salary, your pay is like 30, 35 an hour. If it's structured in that way, if it's not structured in the way of like you get so much money per mile.
Mhm.
And these companies can get away. I don't know how they do it, but they can get away with saying instead of paying an American 30, 35 an hour, I'll pay this illegal 22 an hour.
If that.
What do you say, Jay?
I said if that.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
And
Yeah,
then we don't know how much these guys are getting paid, and that's another issue. And then you have what you call broker companies, which kind of brokers the deal between the truck driver. If you're an independent contractor, like you got own your own trucking company or own your own truck, your own rig, you kind of got to go through a broker a lot of times to figure out where your next load is going to be, and a lot of those are foreign owned too, right? So those are got Polish and Indian and whatever else is out there. I mean, so it's a lot of different loopholes and stuff you gotta go through.
Then
Jump through.
Let me see. Like you can see
Video circulating online shows the shocking.
You see where he is in the street.
Yeah.
He didn't even look. He's looking on the other end, the traffic that he's going to be into. He's not looking at the traffic that he's in.
All right.
Video circulating online shows the shocking view from inside a semi.
And
bro, what the fuck is that? Like what the fuck is that, bro? And then when he backs I just wanted to punch him. I just wanted to just come through the screen and just even the guy sitting next to him here more like, oh shit, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He got hit, didn't move, no nothing.
As a minivan slams into the trailer and wedges underneath. Troopers say that driver, 28-year-old.
Yeah, man, it's wild. But as far as the lady in Kentucky getting fired, so she was accused of being the person that was doing the selling of the illegal selling of the licenses.
All right.
So
how did they get her credential?
That's a good. Yeah.
I'm curious on how, and then at what point did you get you caught wind at 2,000 sales? Like, you know what I'm saying? 2,000 people. Like, when did you catch wind of this?
That's a good point.
Whatever part she had to be involved at some part of this situation, because like you said, they had her credentials. She was done and she toast. She's the fall guy. Like, regardless if she got involved with somebody else over here, and they're like, we don't use your credentials. Obviously, she must have agreed to it. She was thinking she was smarter, like, oh, I'm not at work at these times, it's being used. I can get away with it, but that's your credentials.
Yeah,
no
how
one
they
should
get
be
your
using your
shit?
credentials. Yeah.
How they get your shit, bro? Like, and then again, I just want to know, did they ever state in the video, how did she find out? Okay.
But no, I had two questions with that. What do you think about it? And she said in the video that she wants her job back. So let's just say
she lives in Kentucky. Not too many jobs in Kentucky. Be real.
For the sake of conversation, let's just say that this is true, and somehow, some way, somebody got a hold of her credentials, and it is fully. She had nothing to do with it.
Mm.
If it was you and this happened to you, would you want your job back?
No, I'm gonna sue. I'm gonna sue. I'm pretty sure whatever comes out with the suit, shit, I'm gonna be way better off than working at that job, and I'd probably relocate.
Yeah. What about you, Be Humble?
No, I wouldn't want my job back. The way they did it at this point, like if I had nothing to do with it, no, I don't want to go back to that type of situation. I'm gonna sue them and go get a job at Walmart.
Yeah, and it's not really a whistleblower.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say it's not really, to me, it's not really a whistleblower situation. Like, that's your credentials. A
Yeah.
whistleblower is like, if I found out somebody else was doing this shit, or this is
Mhm.
what the fuck that's going on and I noticed, and then I tell somebody, to me, that's whistleblowing.
hmm
You got caught, now your shit got caught up in the mix, and now you want to try to save yourself.
And it seemed like they might have more than just that because they asked for a cash app and
Yeah.
other stuff. So it could be probably more evidence they have against her than just her credentials.
And then they say it's a pending criminal case. Didn't I hear that?
Yeah.
I thought I heard it's a pending criminal case. So never mind her lawsuit. It sounds like you got criminal charges against you. You know, so I don't know. Maybe she was in there fucking on one of the managers. He told her a little scam we could run, you know. And that's, you know, these type of things happen all the time though, right? Even in jail, where you get some woman or whatever, even the guys too, they be fucking with the people in jail, right? And they're like, what do you call the people? What do you call the people in not the security? What do you call those people? The police in jail? What
Correction officers?
Yeah, correction officers. So these guys become, you know, they start fucking with the inmates. You know what I mean? They're the ones who bring in the contraband and bring in the cell phones. And you know how much a cell phone goes for in jail? Like $1,500. A regular flip phone. $1,500. It's good money. Like these millionaires in jail. Crazy. Like, but anyway, it's interesting because people get themselves caught up, you know, with doing outside transactions and stuff, thinking that nobody's watching, and there's always somebody's watching. It's kind of like you remember Mo Money with
Chris
Damon
Tucker?
Wayans?
Oh,
With
more
Damon
money.
Wayans, yeah, Stacey Dash, and they was swipe. They was like, this was like the first time I've ever seen motherfuckers swipe credit cards. And they was swiping credit cards, and he was trying to get Stacey Dash or whatever. And then I guess his manager or the supervisor caught wind that, you know, oh, okay, you guys, you've been swiping credit cards. Y'all been going out on nice dates and all that type of shit. I need you to now I really need you to start swiping, you know what I'm saying? We need these Porsches, we need these Hummers and all that other stuff. So it's always somebody watching and probably even more devious than you.
You gotta be humble.
I feel as though she was involved, man. Like to an extent, she was involved to an extent, and I don't know how she wants to play the victim, but she played a part in it, man. And she shouldn't want to go back to work there because I couldn't. I know I couldn't go back if I had nothing to do with it. And the way they treating her, it's like she's the scapegoat. That's where I couldn't go back. But at the end of the day, like these people are coming in with Social Security cards, birth certificates, you know, what they say, address, stuff to show that bills. Somebody is helping these people.
Bigger than
So
you know,
before they
bro.
even get there, there's laws been broken before they even got to the DMV. So they need to find out who is producing all these documents for them. And I bet you a lot of these companies have somebody to do that as well for them.
So the person that I know that work at the DMV, they said they got there's certain countries that at least in the state of Illinois that we always look out for. So it's a lot of those countries on the Eastern Bloc, Lithuania, Ukraine, Lithuania, Russia. These guys are always providing, you know, false information, you know, just false documents and stuff like that. So that she says those are the things that those countries always come up as countries you have to look out for. And then also she was saying that there's something, at least in Illinois, they do offer illegals temporary driver's license where they can go back and forth to go to work, which I just always thought it was strange. Like, so that means we know. To me, the concept of being illegal is like you trying to want to stay in the shadows. You don't want people to know that you're here. And it's like going down to go get your driver's license. That means the state knows that you're here.
Yeah. So maybe there's some type of Illinois has an agreement with people from a certain country.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you got like a streamlined process. You can just basically like show up and get a driver's license of some sort.
Yeah, down to Mexico. I'm sure it's Mexico normally, probably with Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mic check.
That's you know what?
Dang it.
Being in the military, that's the same thing. Like we don't need passports to go to every country.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I just have my I could have like a set of orders and my military ID, I can go to certain countries without a passport.
That's dope. That's dope.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Be humble. Do you watch anime at all?
Nah.
And watch cartoons.
The reason why I ask because there's one called Full Metal Alchemist, and long story short, once you become an alchemist, that is your ID. The badge, I forget what they call it. But it's like a ID or a badge that they have, and that's their identification. They don't even need they don't need much identification outside of that. So you just reminded me of it when you said you don't need passports to go to every country. But it's a good one. That one's a real good one at Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood specifically. But no, I wouldn't want to go back to my job if I'm accused of something that I know for sure that I'm not doing. I don't know how these people got my credentials. I don't know how they how my name is attached to this whatsoever. And you're accusing me of doing something that I know for sure without question that I did not do. No way I'm going back. No way I'm going back. And if I do go back, I want promotion.
Whose state is that? Mitch McConnell?
Think so. Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm climbing up the ladder. You're gonna bring me back higher up on the ladder than where I was when I left.
Or give her a payout if she would retire.
Those
pay
are your two options.
Yeah, pay me for every year. Like say if I got 10 years left, pay me out to where I could retire.
$100,000 a year. Let's go.
And I get a greeter job at Walmart.
And get caught up in the scandal there. Letting people walk.
Get caught in the scandal.
Yeah, letting people walk out with shit under their cart, and then you get a kickback.
You don't got that water ain't on your receipt. Give me 4 bottles. Give me 4 bottles.
Give me 4 bottles of what? You know what's just crazy? Because I used to work at Super Kmart long time ago, and I push carts, and so much shit people would leave under their cart. Obviously I would take it home.
What, you gonna chase after them?
Well, Super Kmart out of business. You know what I'm saying? I could be part of the reason why, but they did have. I had Pampers, didn't have no kids. You know what I'm saying? Pampers, water, detergent, anything that you can find. Like, yeah, Super Kmart, man, that was a lick.
So I got a quick story here. So this was I was stationed here in DC, and we had this officer. So like our work computers, you could take home with you.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless of where you log in from, you have to log in through our network still.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to use it's called a CAT card. It looks like an ID card. You plug it into the side of your computer. You type in a certain pin, whatever your pin is, and you can log on your computer. Somebody was logging in this guy's work computer on porn sites.
Yeah.
So somehow I wound up. I had to be like a bailiff for his court hearing, and I'm just sitting there listening. Like he blamed everything on his son. How did your son get your CAT card, plug your CAT card in, and use your PIN number? How did he know your PIN number? What to use? He blamed everything on his son. I don't know if he had his son tied into it because some of the same websites was logged in at his son's, on his son's computer at school. I don't know if he had his son. That's how he was able to he got off. But I think
this was porn or?
Porn. on his work computer. So it can be like the lady was saying her credentials. You have to use there's a special ID card you plug into your work computer, and there's a PIN number with that. And then he logged in, but he was claiming that his son got a hold of his cat card, his PIN number, and was on his work computer, and he was doing that at school too. I think he had his son like working, I got caught, log in school, but it was crazy.
It's crazy because, now they have the NWS not safe or NSW not safe for work. Little icon pop up. And it's like, bro, you ain't supposed to be at work on work computers on porn, dog. Even at home. Like, bro, why you that thirsty that you watching porn on the work computer?
We had a guy they caught him at work because everything pops up to where whoever's watching. They came into the office while he was still on the site. You got issues. You got issues, man. If you can't go, you're 8 hours at work.
Yeah, man, it's all right.
And he was at home. Where's your personal computer, man? Where's your cell phone?
That's terrible.
Wow, man. But so y'all think? Last question. Y'all think the lady was she was guilty and she was just getting a kickback?
I think it's some more extra to the story. You know what I mean? Because like you said, I don't know why you would want to go back to the job. The fuck is it? You know what I mean? This job just did you dirty. Why would you want to go back? And I felt like you're saying, I want to go back to the job to kind of prove to everybody I'm not lying. Like, that's one of the things that you're saying, but they're clearly saying, like, you're lying. Why would you want to go back to the job? So,
yeah, that's my thing. Yeah, it's like, why would you want to go back if you go ahead? I'm sorry.
No, and it's how did they get your credentials? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of different loopholes you got to put in order to log into some DMV account. And then how all of a sudden, who let you know that somebody was, using your account? Like, and why was yours the only one being used? Are you the only black? You know what I'm saying? Things I would ask, is this the only black person? It is Kentucky. So are you the only black person that work at this DMV? So are you being targeted? Right? Because sometimes things like that could be a factor, maybe race. But overall, I think maybe she did have something. She was,
Yeah, it don't look good for her.
All that fake crime, don't be fake crime, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all that. Don't do that. You're doing too much.
Yeah. So you in agreement with that? Be humble.
Definitely. Yeah, I believe she has something to do with it. Like, I don't get why do you want to go back to this job that did you dirty? That part makes no sense unless like she really needs a job. But sue him. Like if you 100% innocent, sue them. You probably can get more suing them than you would have made trying to work in there. Yeah, sue them, man. If you're innocent,
I just want my job back. Right.
Yeah.
I wonder how much he made stealing, whatever it is. Like what's the going rate for CDLs at the time, man? I think in Illinois when Melrose Park was doing it, like those people were getting like paid $3,500. I mean, that was about 25 years ago. So $3,500, it's pretty good money. You let 2,000 people come through.
Yeah.
But look, at the end of the day, I feel like she should have been anytime you log into anything, it shows your last activity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even with Facebook, it shows your footprint as far as and 2,000 people coming, to her or whatever, or people, however it was, they were using her credentials. I feel as though like you would have looked down and been like, oh, well, shit, I didn't log into my account on a fucking Sunday at 12:30 a.m. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You would know that. Anytime you log into your credit card information on your phone or anything, even at work, it'll let you know like the last time you did something. just so you can kind of be on track. So that's her, even if she didn't or wasn't a part of it, like she's kind of a problem, you know, because she wasn't looking after herself.
Yeah, we're looking after her credentials, just letting
Mhm.
how does somebody get her credentials? And I do want to know, like they said, they checked her Venmo and her Cash App. Did they also have any transactions that matched up with those dates from her credentials being used?
Mhm.
They probably do. They probably match up. Some of them probably match up.
Yeah. And yeah, what's like how much?
Yeah.
Why you gotta why is it always somebody sending you $1,500? You know what I mean? It's just always $1,500. Like,
Well,
So 200 is kind of low. It's super low, not kind of low. 200 is super low for this. To commit this kind of crime and the blowback that could come from it, 200 is too low.
$200?
that's
Yeah.
what she was charging.
Yeah, that's what they said in the video.
Oh, she's way underbidding, bro. Oh my goodness.
She was just
This is
starting off.
like-
Maybe she was just starting off. That's why.
Well, she should have bumped it up a little bit. Like she had 2,000. I feel like, man, you like hit the achievement. Like you got a trophy. Like, bro, you know.
Yeah, it was $200 per transaction. But okay. Thank you guys. This is the final subject. Y'all got time? It's been
Yeah, I
about
got some
15.
time. Yeah, go ahead.
All right.